Hey all you cool cats and kittens, welcome back to Remote Learning with Miss Corwin. We are now in day 6 of our narrative writing editing phase. So what does day 6 entail for us? Well, next thing we need to do is look at our editing checklist. So why is it important to edit? What does it mean to edit? So we have written these stories, we've made tweaks, we've changed some of the words and stuff, but we still have to edit it. And sometimes it can be difficult to edit your own writing because you often read what you think you've written rather than what you actually wrote. So today we have to be very, very careful. What I mean by this, because you have often read what you think you have written rather than what you actually wrote, sometimes you might be going along typing and instead of saying me and my sister rode our bikes across the street, you may have accidentally typed something like me and my sister ride our bikes across the street. So that's one part of editing. Another part of editing that I notice sometimes is you think you have given me details in your story that you have not. So I might be reading your story, it's going great. I get to paragraph 4 and you say something like, suddenly Lucy starts screaming. And I'm like, wait a minute, who is Lucy? You've never mentioned Lucy before. I don't know who Lucy is. I don't know where Lucy came from. Who is Lucy? What? So you just need to make sure that you're providing me all the information that I need to know. Sometimes when we're writing our own narrative stories, our own stories about things that have actually happened to us, we find that we know the information, but we haven't yet told our readers the information yet. So you might know that Lucy was there, but if you hadn't told us in your story yet, us as the readers have no idea. So that's what I mean when we say that what you think you have written rather than what you actually wrote. So we are going to need to be very careful as we edit. I know that we have already looked back over our work a bunch, and we've changed things and we've made revisions, but it's always important to find ways to improve our writing. There are always ways to make it better. So, how do we edit? Well, one easy way to edit is to go through a checklist that helps us keep track of the things we need to look out for. So let's look at that checklist. So this is what the checklist looks like, and you will have access to this checklist. So we need to go through the top part, so this purple blue section, and the bottom part, which is this kind of pinky and green section. We need to look at both. They both have important things. The top part are the grammatical expectations. So in 5th grade, did you spell commonly used words correctly? Are there any typos in there where it's I know you know how to spell the word use, it's just you mistyped it. I know you know how to spell the word the. Did you mistype it though? So did you begin each sentence with a capital letter? You do get a grade on these kind of things too. I need to make sure that you know how to write at a 5th grade level, and that includes starting each sentence with a capital letter, ending each sentence with a punctuation mark. Are they all complete sentences? Is your writing free of run-on sentences? Did you capitalize all proper nouns? And by proper nouns, I mean, did you capitalize people's names, your pets' names? Did you capitalize the names of restaurants or stores or places like that that you may have gone? If you mentioned that you were wearing Nike sneakers or something like that, a brand, did you capitalize that brand name? An organization like Major League Baseball or the Red Cross or something like that. All those kind of words need to be capitalized. Did you put quotation marks around your dialogue? That's another big thing. Making sure that you have quotation marks. So these are some of the grammatical expectations for your story. And then the bottom part are the storytelling expectations. So does your story have 5 paragraphs? That was an expectation right from the beginning of all of this. Are your paragraphs 5 to 7 sentences long? You're practically in 6th grade at this point. You should be writing paragraphs that are around 5 to 7 sentences long. Did you include one of your 5 senses in every paragraph? That was an expectation that we put into our writing a couple weeks ago, actually. Did you use specific nouns? If you need a reminder of how to use specific nouns, you can use this link, but you probably already have your specific nouns and they're probably highlighted in blue, I think. I don't remember if they were blue or red. Did you use strong verbs? If you need a reminder, look at the video that's in this link. I talk all about how to do that. And you probably already did this too. You probably already have it in either blue or red, I don't remember. Did you include dialogue in your story? That was an expectation from just a couple days ago. If you don't remember how to do that, you can use the video. Did you remove all the unneeded sentences? So did you perform surgery? That was from yesterday. So did you take care of all those sentences that are just kind of clogging up your writing? And did you end your story in one of the 4 ways? So if you did not end your story in one of those 4 ways, you can click on that link and it will send you to the video that talks about those 4 ways, and then you could pick one of those 4 ways to end your story. So on this side, what you're going to be turning in today, you're going to type, yes, I spelt all commonly used words correctly. Yes, I begin each sentence with a capital letter. Yes, I end each sentence with a punctuation mark. You should go through the first time and mark either yes or no for all of these. All of these are going to need a yes or a no in them. Before you turn it into me though, I want you to look at where you had no's. If you had no, I didn't capitalize all my proper nouns, then go back and do it so that you can turn this into a yes. When you turn this in, I'm expecting that anything you're missing, anything that you didn't include, anything you were forgetting, that you turn it in, like you go back to your writing and you make sure that it is included. You make sure that it is there. By the time you turn this in, I am expecting yeses here, and I'm expecting that you also have fixed your writing to fix it. I'm not grading you on this checklist. That's not what I'm going to be grading you on. I'm going to be grading you on your real story. So this is just a way to make sure that you have all the things you need so that you can have a complete story. So, your job today. Take a look at the editing checklist. Go through your first draft of your narrative writing and make sure you meet all the expectations. I highly recommend you go through sentence by sentence. Read it out loud. Sometimes the things you type are not the things that you have written, or sometimes the things that you type are not the things that you meant to say. So make sure you read it out loud, sentence by sentence, and check. Does the sentence have a capital letter? Does the sentence have a period? Does this dialogue have quotation marks around it? After you read through it, you should answer yes for all of these, meaning all the expectations. If you said no for any of the expectations, go back and revise your writing until everything is marked yes. That is your job today. The only thing you need to turn in for me today is going to be this checklist. So, that's all I have for you today. If you have any questions, of course, please just let me know. I'm always here to help you out. But that's all I've got for you, and I will see you on, not Monday because we don't have school Monday, but I will see you on Tuesday. Thanks, everybody.